Number 51 wants us to graph this set. So we have the set of all x such that x is less than negative 3, union the set of all x such that x is less than 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw our number line. And I'm just going to put down any numbers that I see. So the numbers that I see are negative 3 and 2. All right, so now let's deal with each set on its own, starting with this first one. The set of all x such that x is less than 3. Well, because I see a less than and not a less than or equal to, I'm going to do an open circle. If there were a less than or equal to, I would do a closed circle at negative 3. Now, less than negative 3 would be all the numbers that are less than negative 3. So all the numbers on the number line that are over here to the left. So you can think of less than left, less than left. So that's what that one's going to look like. For the other one, the set of all x such that x is less than 2, I'm going to go ahead and do this one in green. So I'm going to do this one over here. I'm going to have an open circle again because it's a less than. And I'm going to shade, oops, wrong way, sorry. I'm going to shade to the left because everything less than 2 would be over here on the number line. I can go ahead and go right past that. Now, when we talk about the union of these two sets, it's everything that's in both sets. So it doesn't need to be in both sets, it can be in one or the other. So basically we're taking these and just putting them together. So I'm going to draw this all on just one number line. This time, because even though we had an open circle at negative 3 before, we actually aren't going to have it this time because our second set, this one underlined in blue here, includes negative 3. So it kind of fills in the circle when we do the union. So remember, the union is what's in set A or set B. So it kind of, in a way, adds the two sets together. So when I graph this one, different color, when I graph this one, it's just going to be this and everything to the left. So remember, the intersection is where they overlap. The union is where you put them together, where you kind of add the two together. And that negative 3 gets filled in, even though it was an open circle. When I look at the union, the second set, the x less than 2, fills in that circle. And so that's what it looks like. Now, if I wanted to write my solution in interval notation, right, it's everything less than 2. And when we write interval notation, we go from left to right. So looking at the shaded in red there, it keeps going to the left forever and ever and ever. So I'm going to say I start at negative infinity, and we always have parentheses on negative or positive infinity. And it stops at 2. Now, it doesn't include 2, so I'm going to put a parentheses on that as well. You could also write this in set builder notation, although the problem already did it for us, but let's review how to do that. So if I want to do set builder notation, remember we always start with the set of all x such that. In this case, it's everything to the left of 2. That's everything less than 2. So x is less than 2.